at the Hillsborough Civic Center in a LEED Gold certified building. In fact, in this complex is a Starbucks, and one of the requirements for them was that they had to do the build-out in LEED Gold certification, which they did. It was the first Starbucks to do so. So glad you're with us. I'm Ken Ackerman. You're watching Comcast Newsmakers. Well, in Washington County, 1 out of every 10 people live at or below the poverty line. Here to tell us more, Lisa Brown. She's with Community Action. And Lisa, first tell me what Community Action does.
Community Action is a local nonprofit agency that helps families who are struggling with difficult times. We offer a range of programs and services that help families achieve self-sufficiency and access opportunities that are really going to help them be successful for the long term.
Now, I said 1 in 10 families are living at or below the poverty line. Can you gauge how much worse it's gotten in this economy versus 4 years ago?
We've seen a huge growth in the number of people who turn to us for assistance, and we have a couple of barometers for that. One is our energy assistance program. We watch the calls to this energy assistance line come in weekly now, and we are averaging between energy and emergency rent assistance 9,500 calls to our system every week.
Oh, whoa, every week?
Every week. And these aren't necessarily, we can't even begin to answer all these calls, but we are able to track that they're coming to our phone system, and we're, of course, responding to as many as we can. So, in fact, since January of this year, 2011, we've received 130,000 calls to these 2 phone numbers. And if we are on pace with last year, we will exceed last year's number probably by mid-year. We expect to be well over 200,000 calls. Now, again, these are reflecting families who might call multiple times, trying to get through, but that does reflect, again, sort of the sense of desperation that people really needing help, particularly in the area of basic needs, keeping the lights on, keeping the rent paid so that they can stay in their homes.
Now, is Washington County indicative of other counties around the state, or are there reasons why this county would be worse as far as people not making enough to support their families?
I think that, Oregon has got a lot of diversity in terms of its economy, and while Washington County is definitely considered, if not the economic engine, definitely one of the economic engines of the state of Oregon, the cost of living here is a challenge, and so affordable housing can make it out of reach sometimes for families who are working to actually be able to meet all of their needs, and so that's something that maybe is unique to some of the larger areas here in Oregon that might be different from a rural setting where it would be maybe lower paying jobs, lack of opportunity. Here there's some cost of living gap. Obviously the recession, lack of jobs right now. That everybody's feeling that across the board. So for families who are coming to us now, we're seeing people who never would have thought they'd need to ask for help.
Sure.
They were working good paying jobs, but now those jobs have gone away. And even though the economic picture seems to be improving, we're not going to see that on the ground for another 3 or 4 years. Those jobs have got to come back. People have got to get back on their feet. And they may not be making the same level of income that they were at the time that they were employed. And even then, maybe we're actually being donors to Community Action as opposed to needing to seek help.
You're telling us about rent assistance, energy assistance, but you have a plethora of other programs you provide as well.
We do. Emergency-based needs is really one of our focal points, but we also have a number of programs for really helping families access opportunity. Head Start is one of our probably most widely known programs. Early childhood education is really a focal point for Community Action organizations. So we have about 800 children every year who are co-located in schools throughout Washington County who are receiving fabulous early childhood education, and their families are being supported in helping them to be successful students in their long educational career. Child care services where we can connect families who are working with affordable, quality child care and training child care providers to provide a high level of care. Lots of programs that really are geared towards family success, and those are the things that really sustain people beyond getting over maybe a difficult time to really thriving.
How are you funded? How can folks watching this help? We've got a few more seconds.
You bet. We're funded in a variety of ways, and it really does take the entire community to make possible what we do. We get grants and contracts. We work with faith organizations. The business community supports us. Individuals support us. We have an event coming up on June 1st, in fact, that if people would like to get involved, our celebration of Community Spirit Awards recognizes those who get behind our work and support us. And so we would encourage anybody who would like to join us, learn more about our work, and support us at the same time to attend our event on June 1st.
Okay, very much appreciated, Lisa Brown. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for being here as well on Comcast Newsmakers. Make it a great day.